Hey guys, we have seen once again one of the craziest situations out there in the VTubing sphere. Now, as you guys probably know, and what I've been kind of covering on this channel these last few weeks, I'm new to this stuff. I'm just seeing crazy amounts of just drama and weird non-accountability and people calling out stuff for the weirdest stuff that doesn't really seem like it should even be an issue in the first place. And as I'm about to go make my own step in the VTubing sphere, I am getting concerned on this all. But it does go make for very entertaining and, or at least intriguing is maybe a better word for it, stuff to go discuss, because it seems like this all comes down to a lot of people are not okay with accountability, might not be fit for the VTubing or even Twitch sphere, and also interacting with people might not be their strong suits. So this video is going to be in discussion of a Minecraft roleplay drama. You heard that correctly. Minecraft, the, well, craziest spot ever for drama, is now led towards a massive call out for a content creator known as CHACHACHILLA, who seemingly as of this point has now lied about being in the hospital. Apparently, allegedly, if they're actually there, I just hope them for the best. But from the coast, and people are saying it didn't add up, so I'm going to cover that. And as well, the fact that they were basically stalking and also like in-person touching other content creators and being extremely uncomfortable, mass DMing other people too as well, and trying to go and cancel people and call out people, insulting people. This is like, if you really look into it, one of the craziest situations all wrapped up into one. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. "Quote unquote" enjoy it. I'm not like, it's weird when it's covering drama, but hopefully you guys enjoy, I guess, the coverage of it all, and feel free to subscribe or leave a like or your thoughts down below. Would love to hear it. And also, if anyone was affected by this, it seems like all these content creators are taking a very nice high road of it. So please, obviously, do not send any hate towards the person. I think everyone involved is mostly like, hey, bygones be bygones. Like, I'm not happy with what they did, but let's move on. So if you guys see any of this type of stuff, please don't dogpile on it all. Or if you're also the CHACHACHILLA person, you somehow randomly see this video, I do want to say this because you seem like a somewhat smaller content creator and you're a little bit more on the, I guess, maybe emotionally riled up side. It's not the end of the world. It's totally okay. People don't hate you, but you do need to get your stuff together. Please focus on that. Like, don't take anything more drastic and whatever. So let's go talk about this. So first and foremost, this is kind of, I'm joined this drama a little bit late, but I was seeing on my feed, but now there's like a lot more to it. So I felt like it was worthy of a video. Right here, we're seeing like a big kind of trend of this all. Saying, I'm going to give you guys the context, and there's a lot more. I want to add context to this from ZionZeep. Chacha basically was playing Minecraft roleplay, and if you guys don't know what Minecraft roleplay is, you can maybe see little bits and pieces of it. It's like an SMP server. You have a bunch of content creators together, and the whole idea of a role-playing server, think like GTA RP, think like Arma RP, think Minecraft RP, is you basically go pick a character, and you're like, so for the character that we're showing on screen, we'll cover in a second. Like, they were a grandma with dementia, which, was just kind of just like a goofy, like, just an old lady in like the world, kind of just hanging out, and like, it kind of just makes for funnier RP. I know dementia is not funny in the first place, but like, it is what it is. It's like, oh, I'm like a little forgetful and I don't really know what's going on, to make it fun, add to the character. People could be like a cat, people could be like a knight, people can be a mushroom, whatever it might be. It's just for fun. You have a character and then you act like the character the entire time. You're like, oh, like I have to do my nightly duties. I have to go off to the mines and try to find and portray and protect my miner as they go and they're mining gold to go build our civilization. And then you're like, oh, hiya, hiya. Like, it's a little goofy, but that's the whole point. Like, you have fun with friends and other content creators. You have a chance to interact with new people, and it's all meant to be goofy. So it's not going to be like a playing super seriously, speed running, whatever. So what happened here is that they had server rules. And for the first few days, it was supposed to be a little bit more laid back and more chill. And then, in theory, if you end up losing or dying in the game, then you have to play the role play. Like, you lose this stuff, like you can't just get it back. It's just, you gotta like kind of play the role of it, make it a little bit more fun. So they have this, and this is the first step that I saw. There's a lot more. So they had the character CHACHACHILLA, had their character, pass away in the server, and they had a few items and stuff, and they really wanted to have it back. So this person over here, ZionZeep, who took this in stride, like, major shout out to ZionZeep. They were like, I'm just this dementia ridden old lady, so I've been running around with it all, goofing around. I had planned to give her like axe back the entire time. You can even see, I believe this might be the axe over here, correct me if I'm wrong. And they were gonna give it back, but I just want to have a little bit of fun with it and goof around. It's RP, like, it's content. It's like, I don't know, what do you mean, what type of axe do I have? as they are wielding the axe. Like, it's goofy, it's fun. Like, they're not trying to be mean. They said they would even give it back to him. Like, it's not a big deal. Or you just go make another one that's like, it's a game, like it's meant to be fun. So anyway, that led to them going and calling them the B word, being like, hey, yo, you, And it basically was really awkward because it broke the roleplay. Now, this is not the biggest deal, it gets worse. But this is like, so you guys can kind of see like some of the stirring of the dramas. Because the person, the CHACHACHILLA person was trying to make this other people's issues, trying to go call them out, trying to stir up drama, trying to act like a victim, which we're gonna get to. And they're like, you know, it wasn't really nice because they're just goofing around here.
Why? Ball's not. Why?
Can I have my axe, please? Why? Goofing around. Hmm?
Why?
So this is very small. Like I said, it rhymes up.
Whoa.
And then everyone in the server is like, wait, what? Wait, what? Because that's not even role play. Like in role play, like it's a little weird to be like just calling people out there. This is very small, but I'm just trying to give you guys more context of it all. It's a lot of stories. And everyone's like, oh, it was totally a joke, totally joke. Where these people don't really know each other, and everyone in the server obviously was like, what's going on? Like, whoa. Like they're hanging out with friends and goofing around, and everyone's like, what?
I'm sorry, I was joking. That was funny. That was funny.
Now you're not getting your abs back. It's mine now.
And obviously, like, they're just being funny. They're like, okay, that was definitely really weird, definitely a little bit too far, definitely felt like you were being real with it, and we can kind of prove it from all their other follow-up stuff. But it's like respect to the Zion. They're like, okay, that's weird, but let's keep like the show on the road. Like, very professional and actually very good first impression. I've never heard this person before. Like, that was just, it was good. It's cool stuff. So anyway, all their responses too out here, like, you're just my cat because it's stupid drama. You know, and like they're like, yeah, everyone went really quiet and like, you know, it's bad over there, but they were like, it's whatever, like I had fun, we're goofing around, and like, you know, whatever. So they basically tried to go and say it was roleplay after they started getting a lot of a bad attention on this and stuff, and everyone's like, yeah, okay, sure. But like everyone's just like, they're like, what's going on, you know? But the thing is, people are now realizing this person also had an alt account that has been graduated and canceled before. It's getting a little more gossipy on this one. So this is like the 5th time she's been negatively appeared in drama in the past just 3 months alone. And I'm tired of seeing her fake positivity when behind the scenes, she's just a nasty to people, opportunistic and mean when she doesn't get her way. She takes literally everything personal and makes like, look at those, makes everything an issue out of non-issues, and then hides behind her disability. And you guys are seeing where this is gonna go. It gets worse. Masked to make people pity her. As a disabled person, I see absolutely nothing wrong with calling a team and roleplay inferior. So the more context for this all, there was like a little like grouping stuff, and like I think one of the people called everyone like inferior, and then the CHACHACHILLA person was trying to say like that was an attack on disabled people. Like it gets worse, it gets crazier. So basically they were saying like, I hate being called inferior, it's infuriating, you're horrible people, kind of just basically bringing all of this drama towards them. Basically being like, you are like ableist, you are a bad person. And they're also doing these little small things like actually calling someone the B word in the middle of a silly Minecraft roleplay and making these other content creators, and some of them are actually way bigger content creators too as well, and just making it awkward because it's out of the roleplay. Now, if they want to be like, you're a monster for stealing my axe, you horrible, wretched lady, and like make it goofy, make it fun so people know it's acting, role-playing, like think like theater, then it's probably okay. But they truly seem like they meant it. And they're also then go on Twitter, we'll show those in a second, and like they're calling these people out. And all because, and they also called someone like a B word, which is weird because like it takes you out of roleplay. Like you saw how everyone was like, whoa, and then it was an awkward like 10-15 seconds, and then you're like, you almost have to take the high road immediately after someone has insulted you. It's weird. But like everyone's like, bro, it's just roleplay. Some folks bound to play the mean guys for the plot, which is fine because it makes it entertaining. Making that an ableist stick for pity form and rage bait on Twitter is wild, and that's what people are calling him out for. And once again, faking being in the hospital. We'll get to that too. There's so much. I'm so tired of her using her disability as a weapon on Twitter, which has happened before. It's a repeated pattern of behavior, and it paints a bad light in so many disabled creators, and a lot of disabled creators are speaking out about this. Because one thing, and I don't want to speak on their behalfs, because I'm mostly able-bodied, I'm chill, but I know a lot of disabled streamers or people that are somewhat forced into content creation. I mean, they do it willingly, but due to maybe their disabilities or how they, like, it's harder to hold a job, or even things like chronic illnesses where it just is a very hard thing. I will give so much credit because I know content creators who are out there kind of fighting day-to-day illnesses, whether it's visible or not. And it's like they're just trying to do something productive with their life. Maybe they're not able to leave their house as often. Think Iron Mouse with immunodeficiency, or maybe at the same time, other content creators who, someone might not even literally have legs and, they go on their computer and stream and have a chance to go and be with people and be social and have fun. Like, there are things like that. Or once again, I think the Iron Mouse is a perfect example, is that some people just kind of fall into it and it gives them a special home online. And I've seen this for a lot of different content creators. So someone using that and making almost like a forced pity to make people look down upon someone with disabilities when there's a lot of disabled people in the VTubing sphere especially, it's just gross. And people are sick of it. Like, people who are disabled are normal people as well, just with little illness, like ailments and illnesses that may make their lives have to be a little bit more adjusted at the time. And if they end up VTubing or making content, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And I think if anything, that is a good thing, that we have a place for people that want to have it, So it paints a lot of people in bad lights and a lot of disabled creators who generally just want to try to survive and thrive. Someday folks won't take us seriously at all anymore because of this stuff, which is basically the girl that cries wolf nonstop. And just a lot of people are like more so upset about the disability thing, not like the B word or whatever it might be taking people out of roleplay. It's not about roleplay. It's about the fact that this person's going online and trying to go and, well, use this as a horrible like escape pretty much. Now, to show some more of these, because some of these tweets have been deleted, people are like, hey, I'm cool, I liked you, you've been cool with me, but this seems like a non-issue. Because there's a few other things tied on in, but the main thing was the inferiority comment. Like, from everything I saw from the event, people were roleplay. And in roleplay, people are gonna go and, gonna play the role of the heel, the bad guy, and say things that are just meant in jest for good fun. Because, like, we get how you feel, because you're also disabled. But this doesn't feel like a situation where they were saying stuff that was a personal attack on you or people with disabilities, just goofing around and having fun. But they're like, this is like all these comments have been very nice. Like, Kivi over here, I don't know any of these people, but like, it's just, it's chill. Like, I'm like, this is nice. This is just, hey, let's just de-escalate this. We can understand why you're hurt, but let's move on. Like, these people are phenomenal people. Like, props to every VTuber in the story. And then this is what CHACHACHILLA responds, saying, calling people inferior has such a negatively historical context with Nazis. Like, what? Disabled people and such, that personally, I would never use it. But if you want to and think that's okay, that's on you. And I don't like this person. Like, I'm sorry, CHACHACHILLA. Like, I got nothing against you after this video's done, because I'll never interact with you. I'll never watch you. I don't really care that you exist, honestly. I want you to keep on existing, so don't do anything obviously drastic. But like, be better. Like, what is this? What you're basically like, what am I reading? Like, you're basically being like, hey, you're acting like a Nazi. It's like, no, this is one of the nicest, most respectful things ever. Like, they're calling you out, but they're like, hey, like, no, you've been cool. Like, just like take a step back, take a step back. But they're like, okay, that's on you. Like, you're basically being like, oh, if other people are like basically Nazis and you're okay with that, that's on you. Like, bro, dude, this person is giving you such major grace and respect where it doesn't even seem like you deserve it, because it seems like as more stuff comes out, you're lying about being in the hospital, you're stalking people. Like, you don't deserve the grace that people are giving you. Like, take it with a grain of salt. No wonder why, like, this is your apparently multiple different personalities as your VTuber, because you're messed up. Get out of here. Like, get out of the VTubing world. Like, you're not meant for this. Like, you're just a bad person. Get out of here. And I'm sure if people are calling you out for having multiple dramas, and if this is the only shtick you get to maybe get attention, this is not all attention is good attention. As people may go be like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is like, you're just gross. Like, bro, like, take a step back and realize that this is one of the nicest comments ever for accountability. Like, they gave you the free pass and you could have just said, oh, okay. So again, though, it's in the context of RP. Like, it's fair to be like, in this moment, pause, is this character or how you really feel? But blowing this up like this, going to FLORK, and also FLORK is involved too, using her tags, it feels like above and beyond a step too far when it just comes to an RP event. Basically, once again, saying, hey, this is meant for fun. It's not a personal attack. In the context of RP, it's okay. It's horrible that you're disabled, but even when someone's also disabled themselves, saying, hey, like, it's not a big deal. Just enjoy the opportunity that you've been presented. That's all you need, And then they also try to call it Zion again, saying, I was role-playing the entire time. This just comes to the act story we just covered. And people had to tell you multiple times to turn off your mic because you were always just talking with your chat, and it was disrupting role plays. Because once again, like, this is like, imagine like in a theater show in real life. And you're on stage and you're like singing for a lad in a whole new world, like a whole new world. And then in the middle of someone singing, they are like, oh my God, hi grandma. Oh my God, John, you're here. I'm so happy you're here. Oh my God, thank you for bringing me flowers after the show. As someone is literally like in the middle of belting their heart out, it's just as like it takes everyone out of the immersion, and it's not a good vibe. And what do you use? Push and talk, because the entire server is not about you. A lot of these content creators were way bigger than they were, and once again, they're being so respectful back. You know, like they're just being so nice. And everyone on top of this too, like it's just they weren't role playing and it seemed worse. But there's also other things. For Yomi over here, who also called them out for basically stalking them. Oh hey, it's the person who kept following over all around on Offkai after I told them to stop and I had to warn security over her. The person who was overstepping my boundaries and touching my arm in comfort. So basically like you go meet them at a convention and they're like, oh, hey, this is gonna be weird. I don't actually want to do that. Never mind. I think the singing was enough. If you somehow heard me singing and you're still here, please subscribe. Like I think you're my type of people. Anyway, and also obviously once again, don't send any hate on this CHACHACHILLA. I truly just want them to like take a step back and realize that you're not the main character here. You're not the main character overall. I'm not even the main character in life, you know? You gotta appreciate that there's a lot of main characters. When it comes to group events and role-playing, there's larger content creators out there too who, not to like say if you're a bigger streamer you matter more, but if you're a smaller creator and you're talking to your chat and ruining more like thousands of other people's experiences and taking out the fun and insulting people, like you're the problem. But it's like, it's not the end of the world. Just do better. Like, it's fine. Like, just listen to what people are saying here and don't be unaccountable, which I don't think that's going to work because once again, they lied about being in a hospital. We'll show that. But they said this person was overstepping my boundaries and touching my arm in comfort over and over when I told them not to touch me and spoke at me like I was less than them, which is kind of how we're seeing this with them talking over chats. Saying I was so brave for going to Offkai as a trans person rather than talking to me like a normal person. And if someone's trans and they are, you know, a popular content creator or an advocate for whatever, you know, for what they believe in and what they stand for, that is respectable. Like, I will give credit towards Yomi. That's somewhat hard to do because you do get a lot of flack online for that type of stuff. Like, for just existing, it sucks. But if you're just a normal person, go say hi. If they're okay with it, give them a hug. Give them a proper compliment. Be like, Yomi, this is cool. I like what you're doing. You don't have to go and be touching them and saying, oh, wow, you're so brave. It's weird. It's strange. You don't get to play the victim when you've hurt and disrespected so many people. And we're seeing people call it out. And many know about your PL and the terrible things you've done there too. Because apparently there's also mass messages being sent, stalking. They're getting mad at that they're getting removed on Discords, which is kind of hyper crazy. It's like whatever. And they're saying, all I can do is wish you find the help you need, step away from the internet, find professional help, and breathe. And maybe the world will be brighter for you one day where you don't need to validate your existence by trying to bring others down, which is what I just showed you guys. They're calling out other content creators, calling them ableist, calling them Nazis. Crazy. And as well, like bringing up all these other just bad things when they're like stalking people, spamming people on Discord, talking their chats, calling people out, ruining roleplay. Like, it just seems horrible. And other people are even confirming this, saying can't confirm. She followed Yomi around. Yomi clung to me for a bit during that time for what I can imagine was either protection or just some comfort. But even I was put off by Cha then. And I love you, Yomi. And everyone's like, that was such a blast to go to Offkai and stuff too. Everyone's saying sorry. And everyone's like, yeah, that just is a rough situation to be in. Which I do agree. Like, that's annoying. I'm sorry that they were doing this to you. You're also handling this with a lot of grace, being like, you just can't do this bad behavior, bringing other people down. But you're also wishing they find help. And I'm the same boat. I don't want this CHACHACHILLA to do anything drastic or feel like everyone hates them, but there's enough calling you out right now where you really should take a break off the internet. Like, that's, like, you just need to. Like, you can't come back a week from now or with a new character in a month. Like, you need to actually, like, go to therapy, dude. Like, it's kind of rough. So anyway, there's other stuff too as well for FLORK, and FLORK did great. Saying, I did snap you in DMs because you were told not to contact me anymore prior to this. Lucia's team investigated the first piece of evidence you showed them regarding Adfree, who was also involved in the situation. This video is getting long enough as is. You guys can probably just trust me. It's like a lot of other stuff as well. And it was not even them speaking in the video. Like, this person's causing drama for someone who might not even be talking. Like, this is crazy. And their team then gave you a statement on what was happening. It was roleplay in a Minecraft faction roleplay, and it will wholeheartedly back my talent that they did nothing wrong, especially in a 4-second clip out of context that you originally showed, which we can, you know, do this.
They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
gotta give 'em a
yeah,
pass.
what's happening
Their
with that?
brains are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna, oh my god,
I was never a wilder, thank you very much.
yeah.
Like, they're just role-playing and being like, the other faction sucks, we're gonna take them down. Like, it's like such a non-issue. And this is why, like, oh my god, I have some great VTuber friends, but some VTubers just want to be the center of attention, an actual idol, but they're just so not, like, oh, it's just not how you do it. But FLORK also handled this with massive grace, too, as well. Like, here's some of their DMs. Like, everyone's like, we know you've done this before because you did this to other people before, you know, as well. They have them, like, blocked. It's like, oh my god. Like, it's just all these things. Do not think I'd stick up for everyone in my agency, calling you out, too, as well. There's always, like, the one weird people. CHACHACHILLA. Like, just here, you guys just want to read it? Like, why not? This video is long already as is. Let's lock on in. Hi, Cha-Cha. I'll admit I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now, so don't mess with them anymore. I've been extremely busy because of corporal work and my other work. I don't have the time to message you. Though earlier in the year I had more time, so I was not able to message a bit more freely. I had more time then. I got different priorities now. Let's move on. So me not consistently dimming you is not a personal thing. Like, I just can't prioritize you. I'm choosing not to. Like, it's fine. However, because of this, I am not sure if I'm comfortable to keep up with communication. Don't talk to me anymore. It's you cross my boundaries. We're done. I'm sorry. It's just that this has happened to multiple people because no one likes you. You're being weird. I guess it's really got in my head. I won't bring this up again. That's fine. If you truly meant this, it ended right here. That's fine. And literally, the FLORK's like, okay, best of luck. Leave me alone. Thank you. Sorry again for this in my head so much. Thank you for understanding. Like, if it just ended at this, that's fine. You know, that's fine. Whatever. And then you send another message like a few weeks later. Thank you for understanding. Yeah, like, oh, wait, you got it like 4 times. It's fine. Want to give you some time? No. The person didn't have time. Like, they're done. But the standees did arrive a bit ago, and I wanted to thank you for them. I love them so much. You don't have to reply to this. Just want to express my thanks. That's fine. If you truly meant that, but they kept on then trying to call out things, mention things, bring up stuff. Like, they didn't stand by any of their words. And if they really were sorry and they really listened, they would not have done this. And everyone says, that's pretty clearly, don't message me anymore. And it was like, this doesn't even react, like, to warrant the reaction of all this context. It didn't even seem like it was crazy. Like, everyone out here is like, yeah. Everyone's out here like, what is going on? You seem so normal. It seems so chill. Like, you're just kind of weirdo person messaging you way too much, too, as well. Like, you know, it's just like, everyone's like, just leave me alone. So anyways, this was all ongoing. There's many people calling them out. There's even more things on Twitter. This video is already 23 minutes long, so it's hard to, like, fully deep dive into it all. This is where, like, the grand finality of this all is. Where the CHACHACHILLA, as in the mix of all of this stuff, which some of this isn't really that bad. You know, at the end of the day, like, you just say a proper sorry, you're fine. Actually, they did. They actually did go give them a proper, somewhat apology, but not really. Also here, I think it's weird that people will act like they're better than you and literally call you inferior to your face and act like you're the problem. Like, once again, acting like a victim when everyone's calling you out and saying you can't do that. But they made this tweet, sort of. I want to take a moment to apologize for how I reacted on the last day of the SMP. I got genuinely frustrated and that let that frustration turn into anger, and that wasn't fair to anyone. I'm sorry for the way I spoke. Great. Great. That said, oh no. I want to be honest about where the frustration came from, because I think it matters. Okay. From the start of the SMP, we agreed to hold off on griefing until day 3, so everyone can settle in. It's role-playing, stuff will happen. They were going to give you an axe bag and all the other stuff. You build, settle, and actually enjoy the opening experience. Fair, I guess. When griefing started in days 1 and 2, it didn't just break the rules, it broke the spirit of what we're trying to create together. It seemed like everyone else was on the same page besides you. On top of that, hearing things like my team being inferior or that we deserve to die, they're quadrupling down at this point. You're literally doing a Minecraft, like, fighting thing. Like you're literally doing, I believe it was factions, and the whole point of factions is like fight. Like, you know, like it's like battles. It's like goofy Minecraft, like 1v1s with little swords. So it's like not in real life, obviously, not for your own personal person. It's just like it's like you're playing basketball and you're like, we're gonna take your team down. Like, you can't sit there and cry over the fact that someone's like, we're gonna win, buddy. We're gonna take you down. The other team sucks. But then afterwards, you all get, like, you get dinner and hang out and give your buddy a high five because you're like, hey, everything went good. Like, I feel like a lot of these VTubers have just never had real life experiences or friends or something. I don't know. It's like, Like, that's like part of the fun. It's like, hey, I'm gonna take you down, buddy, because it's like, it makes it fun. It builds like drama. It's like you're putting on a show. Like, you're putting on a show. And it got under my skin more than I expected, which is okay. We get that, but still, like, you're quadrupling down. Just move on. I didn't handle that well, and I should have stepped back instead of blowing up. Yes. I'm not here to hold grudges, though. They have a grudge on you because you're creeping on people, touching people, stalking people. You're creepy. I want to move forward and be better and not let my anger get the best of me, too, as well. Okay-ish. 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 You know? And I also want to be honest in something personal. Being called inferior hit me harder than I let on because I'm disabled. The disabled people are saying, like, it's not a big deal. And I think I can let them speak on their behalf. I'm not disabled. I deal with these kind of assumptions in real life more than people realize, which just sucks. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. And here in a space that's supposed to be fun and welcoming cut a lot deeper. They were all welcoming, and even the people calling you out were very respectful towards you. You were basically stalking someone. They still are okay with you being on the server. You are expecting more grace than you probably deserve. I don't expect everyone to tiptoe around me. But I do expect basic respect. There was a lot of respect I saw from people. For me and anyone who might be carrying something you can't see. Like, they're just, once again, like, quadrupling down, trying to be like, I'm disabled, feel sorry for me. And then people saying, I'm also disabled. Doesn't excuse your actions. I have a vision disability, so I'm disabled. But I don't try to publicly cancel people if they use the term blind spot or short-sighted. Your own toxic social behavior, don't blame on a disability. You know, and like, everyone's like, bro, like, you just are not doing this right. Even someone just says they're rightfully cooking for you. Like, I don't want them to get more hate, but like, these are bad because once again now, after all this happened, and this is like the 7th time, I made a tweet about this. If you guys want to follow on Twitter down below, you guys can. This is like, I've seen this so many times. You have all these accountabilities and people calling you out, and all you say is, I'm going to be heading off to the hospital soon. Won't have access to my phone. Which, if they ever do go to the hospital, I hope for the best. You know, I never want you to be hurt or feel sad. At the end of the day, this isn't the biggest drama. Like, it's a petty thing. People can move on from it. You know, don't do anything drastic. But people are calling her out because apparently this is fake. Since people don't believe me. Since people and everyone's like, pack it up. I won't have access to my phone. Anyway, here's a selfie. Yeah, I won't have access to my phone, but there they are over there. And everyone's like, just delete this all. You can't just go attack someone the next day, say, guess I'll, and delete the call out post. Stay in there for a long time. They're like, just take care of yourself, nothing bad. Yeah, and you know, please, everyone's like, please go and seek help for this all too as well. It's just, there's just so much. Everyone's just guilt tripping stuff, and like, it's just horrible too. Because the final crescendo of this video, which has been very long, but there's just a lot. Since people don't believe me, so how are you heading off to the hospital soon? And then go through intake, get into scrubs, be hooked up into a pulse ox and heart rate monitor, all in just 16 minutes. I'll be like, why isn't anyone looking at me? 14 minutes to go to the hospital and get admitted and get into scrubs and also get hooked up. You going for a speeder or something like that? And then people are also saying that this picture is not even them. This picture is not her. She doesn't have pink, even dyed hair. Her hair is naturally brown and dark blonde mix. I've seen what she looked like in Zentrea's off-Kai stream where she heavily self-promoted herself to the point that both Zen and our favorite monarch got uncomfortable. Then you say you wouldn't have access to your phone. You went all the way to Hollywood for this one. Has no access to phone, sends a selfie. And also people too are saying this picture's metadata shows that you downloaded this image from somewhere else first, and then you slap the cute little bear emoji on top of it with then saying this, and this is the actual real picture from this random person online saying, I don't know who you are or what you did, but it only took me 1 minute to find the original picture. And everyone's calling him out for being a liar, saying you found this online and posted this for sympathy. And this is crazy. Why do you have access to your phone when you claimed you wouldn't for a while? If you were admitted to a mental health emergency, they wouldn't have let you have it for at least 24 hours. And these are people calling out everyone else. This is crazy. They're calling her an embarrassment, telling them to get off the phone and give on up because this person tried to go and drop massive amounts of drama, become a victim, got called out for being a stalker, creeper, weirdo, and then ends up faking going to the hospital, finding some random other person's picture online, covering it up with a bear, and they're getting called out again. This person should be excommunicated from the VTubing world. Who on earth are you? Get off online, get off your phone, get some therapy because no normal person does this. You are toxic, you are strange, and you are literally the definition of everything wrong with the VTubing sphere. I never want to see this person's face ever again. So this is bad. You are a bad person. I don't want you to do anything bad to yourself. If you see this, it seems like you probably will because it feels like you're one of those people who would stalk everything in the world. You can come back from this. You can be a normal person. Just sign offline. Go to the grocery store. No one's going to know about this drama. You can live a normal life, get a real job, find a remote work, whatever. But I just do not think VTubing is for you because this is so many signs, massive red flags, and I'm disappointed even seeing this in the first place. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Major shout out to all the content creators involved in this situation who handled this with very good grace, even when they probably could have been a lot more. I was probably meaner than I probably should have been. But major shout out to all of them. They showed a lot of dignity and a lot of respect. You even let them be on the role-playing server in the first place. That was a very nice thing. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me your thoughts and likes down below. I appreciate you guys all immensely, and I'll talk to you guys all soon.